Is Redfall playable in 2025? After this game released in 2023, it
What happened
did
in
not do very
Redfall
good on
is my
reviews,
fault.
and just overall gameplay,
It used to
mechanics,
be
and
a
everything
nice
were just
town.
overall just terrible. So I thought I'd do this video where I revisit it
I
um,
thought I could
in
help.
2025 and just overall
They
just
said
give you
one
my
drop in my
impressions, if
blood
it's
could
worth
change
looking into again,
everything. Free
and
people
we'll
from
just end up going
sickness
from there.
and healing
So I'm
from
going to let
pain.
this play out for a little bit,
A world
um,
where
and we'll
nobody was
and I'll
left
hop in
out.
when there's certain
Was
topics,
overflowing
and hope you
with
guys enjoy.
rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away, but the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
After this intro's launch, I'm currently playing the game as Jacob, but it gave me an intro story to a different character. So that must have been a glitch. I have no idea why it done that, but we're just going to let that slide. Once we get into a little bit more of the gameplay in a minute, but what I did see when I was playing is the textures and performance overall is so much better when the game first launched. It doesn't look as like pastely and like oily anymore. It's actually got a little bit more of a crisper look. I don't know if they actually did do anything to that, or it might just be because I'm playing it on the highest settings. I don't really know. But overall, visually amazing. The game is running so much smoother. It was constantly jittering in that on first launch, which I was enjoying very much. Um, so with the overall combat, we'll show you what is going on in just a moment. But just overall, it just looks so much cleaner, and I'm honestly impressed by how much better it looks. When it comes to the combat, it's quite decent again. The characters aren't as jittery anymore, and it seems like when you actually get a headshot, it actually seems to actually give you the headshot. Ignore my terrible shooting on this part; it is quite a lot my fault, but just the shooting overall, it just seems a lot more accurate. The enemies are so much more accurate now as well, but we'll get into why the AI and everything is not so great at times. When it comes to the AI, they're very smart when it comes to the vampires, but when it comes to the standard enemies, a lot of the time they do just stand there or not really acknowledge you, or how long it takes them to even react. I mean, even that, I killed their friend right in front of them, and look how long it takes them to even look at me. That's not really anything I can really explain. It's just a little bit disappointing that the AI is still this terrible after all the updates they said about improving the AI overall. But a lot better than they did when it first launched.
Dead would be better.
They cut the power on us. We've got wounded in here.
And they got a bloodsucker in the basement. We're all answer to it. Can you help us out?
Stay focused, Jake. One thing at a time.
Overall, the skill tree is very typical. You have a look and see what skill things you unlock. The more you level up, obviously you unlock more skills overall. I went for the health regen when low because I tend to quite like health overall when I play games. On this part, it wanted me to talk to 3 of the players. The doctor here, who gives you medicine. The Remnant, who allows you to buy stuff from Lost and Found, from like lockpicks to medkits and even some other items every now and then. But a lot of the time it's not really worth it. And Anna here, who sells you guns in just a corner with her partner. This is the main mission table. Pretty standard. So this is the first mission. I'm not going to show all of it because some people haven't played this game, obviously you know I don't want to spoil anything, and if you have played it, it's the first mission. You probably have got at least gotten through this part to decide if you wanted to continue with the game or not. Oh, I did have subtitles on. You probably can hear this guy talking right now, but the subtitles wouldn't appear for him. Even I actually done that bit twice and it would not load even if I turned off the subtitles back on. That's the first part of the map. Once you actually complete this whole area, you do unlock a second one. And then when we continue down this road here, there is a safe house. Obviously it allows you to fast travel to different points, and you'll see one of the benefits of unlocking the safe houses will got added after the game obviously flopped with updates that came after, which I'll show you in a moment. I don't know if this enemy was new to the game, but I do not remember it when I first played it, that they would turn invisible. Another smart AI here, right here. Just overall, just not very responsive again, which I've already told you. Here, I was being an absolute dingus and killed myself. I thought I was far enough away, but clearly not. Not very smart on me. So I turn on the generator right here, heal up, and then I'll go through the door downstairs, which unlocks the first safe room. Again, bop into the music. That's probably the one thing I would rate this game for, is the little things for the level up bits are great. So this is the new thing, the community standing. Everything you do in the game when it comes to getting safe houses, inside missions, everything, you unlock this experience. With the money you earn in-game, you can unlock these upgrades. I'll go over a couple of them in a moment, like on the cursor on the screen. But you can get overall, like later on, you can get 10% damage reduction, and you can deal 10% more damage. Better ammunition, turrets take less time to hack, all sorts. This just allows your character to be overall just way more powerful than you were before. Because one thing I did notice in this game, that the enemies hit you so much harder than when the game first launched. I don't actually remember dying when I first played. But on this one, I actually died quite a few times, which is really surprising on my part. So this is me looking at the side mission here for this map. Loaded it up, and I thought instead of carrying on with the mission, I might as well check outside mission, because I don't actually remember this being available either when the game first launched. So it's your typical survival. Got enemies who try to destroy it. You basically, you know, go, no, fuck you. I'm protecting whatever this crystal is for some bloody reason. So the enemies keep on coming, but nothing really happens. I'll let you watch the gameplay speak for itself, and I'll come back to you guys in a moment.
Another thing I want to add is when I've been fighting the enemies, a lot of the time I don't actually notice that I'm actually getting damaged. There's times when my screen goes red or anything, and I didn't even notice that I was even getting hit at times. Sometimes the screen went red and I wasn't even getting hit.
So I don't know what was up with that, but I tried to run away from the enemies, but I thought just for the sake of it, I just thought I'd try to kill him, but because of how many enemies there were and how much damage I was just generally taking, I just got destroyed. There's no other way around it. So overall, is Redfall really worth playing again in 2025? I would say so. With the community standings and how overall how difficult the enemies have gotten, it does make it stand out a little bit more. IGN gave it a 4 out of 10 and Steam gave it a 5. Honestly, nowadays I would give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you.